Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the 5th video that I have recorded today. And so forgive me if my voice starts to fail. I know I'm super handsome. And that doesn't make sense. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So the purpose of this video is to talk to you guys about where I am right now. Here's what I've been thinking lately. First of all, once I graduate training in February or very late January, moving to Montana, which if you watch the Montana video, you understand that. If you haven't, we're moving to Montana for the military. So here's what I'm thinking with agriculture. Get to Montana and I need to get a master's degree. Right now I have a bachelor's of science in history, American history, which is kind of strange, and need to get my master's. I don't know what I'm going to get it in, so if you have any ideas, go ahead and shoot me a comment. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. I'm getting my master's degree maybe in land restoration from the University of Montana, or I'm going to try and get it in maybe history. I don't know. Whatever I think is good enough for me. And ag-related, the land restoration degree, that would give me credibility to start rebuilding landscapes. That is, I watch so many videos on that. I mean, I've never done it, but I honestly love grass and plants and using cattle to shape landscapes. I love that aspect of it. I love getting water on properties. Obviously, I've never done it, but I love the idea of it. And so if I were to get a land restoration degree, I would then have some credibility to help people do that. And I would possibly understand how to do it for my own property once I buy it one day. If I were to get a history degree, history or a master's of history, I obviously would become a better historian. I don't know how much I would like it. I know that it would just be a lot more writing, and to be honest, writing is good, but historical writing is very dry and boring. The thing that made it for me, made it fun, is that at the Air Force Academy, most things were STEM related, and history was one of the least STEM things that I could do. And so I did learn a lot from it, but I don't think I'm going to try and make that part of my future, just because, well, it'd be cool to write a historical book and to have a thesis out there and all these different things. I'm not a historian. I think I would just get tired from writing all the time. So maybe land restoration. The other part of my master's that I could get, I would want to do an ag. I would want to maybe work with a local veterinarian, just learning how to work with livestock, learning all their sicknesses and different things that I can do to help them. I can't get a master's in that, but I still want to pursue that. Master's degree, I have to have it in order to promote in the military. Have to have it. They say you don't, but you have to. From captain to major. And so just if you have any ideas on what I should major in, throw them in the comment sections and just let me know. Next, I am looking into getting into hunting and packing. And obviously I have to get a horse first. And so the timeline for getting a horse really depends on the master's degree. If I'm getting a master's degree sooner rather than later, then I need to wait to get a horse because I'm going to have my hands full. But if I am going to put off my master's for 1 or 2 years, then I could get a horse now, train it up, and possibly go packing with it, hunting and packing. Obviously, I'm if you watch some of my videos, I'm getting Armitas this summer, and I really want to have the ability to wear those and not look like a dork because I don't have a horse. And obviously I wouldn't wear Armitas if I wasn't on a horse, but you get what I'm saying. I love the cowboy history and traditions and culture. I just love it. And getting a horse is paramount to that. Either getting a horse or going on working on a ranch and getting my own string. That is really important to me. I was talking to my friend. He was a good friend of mine when I lived in Nevada, and he has some family out by Lewistown. And if you're watching this, appreciate you. He has some family out by Lewistown, Montana, and I'm trying to talk with him and possibly getting on to work for his family and learning everything I can from them. I haven't really talked to my friend about this too much, so bear with me here. They have about 1,100 acres and they have cows and horses, so I feel like I could learn a lot from them up there because on my 2 weeks off, I have a lot of free time to be doing different things. And so trying to get a horse, master's degree, just gaining experience, maybe working with a vet. I don't want to become a horseshoer. I've thought of that. And one of the things that's been resonating with me lately is this quote. It basically says, deciding what not to do is almost as important as deciding what to do. So I'm at this point in my life where I need to decide what I don't want to do and focus on what I do want to do. And obviously making YouTube videos, I think this is so fun. I really do love it. But I need to start getting out there and doing ag-related things instead of just making these videos. I'm tied down right now because I live in California, and to be honest, there ain't much out here for me to do, and I'm in training, so I don't have the opportunity. But in Montana, I will have the opportunity. And so those things have been on my mind. Also looking into getting into hunting, which to get a wolf tag in Montana is $10. And if I were to kill a wolf and to take it back and send it to a taxidermist to get a wolf pelt, that would be absolutely awesome. My friend TJ and I, we really want to do that. But also getting out there and camping, exploring Montana with my wife and 2 dogs, that just hits me right in the heart. Because if we can get out there and camp and go to all these different lakes and go hiking, possibly trail riding if we get horses, that is what I like. That is where I want to be. That's what my heart longs to do, to sleep underneath the Milky Way and to stare off into space and not hear a single soul besides my wife curled up next to me. That's what I like. Now, a lot of people aren't, if you're on this channel, you probably like that too, but a lot of people, they say, no, man, I want to hear the noises of the city. That's not me. I will be up in the mountains as much as possible while I am in the Rockies. And that's one thing that I love about this life, that God has given me and my wife the opportunity to leave California. Yep. Thank you, Jesus, for letting us leave here and go to Montana. Honestly, it's been a great blessing. Even though we haven't even left yet, I am longing for it. And so, master's degree, getting horses, my Armitas, packing, camping, hunting, that's where we want to be. I need to whittle that list down and figure out a timeline. But other than that, that's my life update. Anna's in Colorado right now, and I am alone for the weekend, so I'm making these videos. And if you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. And if you could be so thoughtful to leave a comment telling me what I can do better or not do better, please do so. And make sure you like and subscribe. And have a great day. If you want to hear more about my life, I am working on developing a Patreon account where I will be typing these up instead of making videos, and possibly typing it up and reading it. Just stay tuned for that. That's coming in the next year or two. Patreon is pretty difficult to set up for me because of my lack of time, but I'm working on it. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm also working on developing an email newsletter and some merchandise. So have a great day. Adios. And one idea that I've had is called Stovetops on These Blocks. Adios. Do with that what you will.